Hi, it's Joanne again. Today I'm going to show you how to make bath bombs. You probably have all the ingredients that you need at home already. You're going to need cornstarch, baking soda, water. If you have essential oils, you can add those. If you like to add food coloring, go ahead and do that. And then the only other ingredient that you may have to go to a grocery store for is citric acid. But it's actually very easy to find. You can get it from any grocery store, Albertsons, Safeway, or Target, and it's going to be in the canning aisle. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What you're going to do is get a bowl and just half a cup of baking soda is your first ingredient. Then you're going to have a quarter cup of cornstarch and a quarter cup of the citric acid. Some people also like to add Epsom salts in, which is absolutely fine. You would probably add another quarter cup of Epsom salts. You can have unscented or you can have scented. I know there's lavender is really nice. Peppermint is also good. If you do use a scented Epsom salt, you will not need to use any other scent in your bath bomb. All right. So now we're just going to add food coloring if that's what you want. You can also just leave it white. Some people like that. I really like blue. I think it looks really nice when I'm having a bath. Um, just a couple drops. And then take a whisk and just mix that in. You're not going to see the color of the lovely blue color right away. You're just going to see little tiny clumps of blue food coloring until you add water. Get it all mixed in. Try and get rid of any lumps that you are seeing. Okay. And now this is the most important part of making a bath bomb, the water. Less is more. You do not want to use too much water at all. If you put too much in, it's just going to expand. And then when you try and put it in any kind of mold, it's just going to expand out of the mold. It's very difficult to contain it at that point. On the other hand, if you put too little water, it will be dry and it won't stick together. So I have found that for this consistency, the half cup of baking soda, the quarter cup of citric acid and cornstarch, 1¼ teaspoon is all you need. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put in the 1 teaspoon first, and always do that. Always just put in a little bit at a time. And as you can see, it's kind of bubbling up already. You can see that beautiful blue color. Just go ahead and stir it in. It's going to clump together in your whisk, which is fine. We're just going to kind of out, mix it together. And you just want to stir it up as much as you can. Okay, the consistency that you are looking for is basically like, I would describe it as a powdered snow or a slightly damp sand. Okay, and the best way to check to see whether it is at the right consistency is to feel it with your fingers. And I know that's difficult when you're watching a video, but like I said, if you follow these directions and you only use 1 to 1¼ teaspoons of water, you will have no problem. Okay, so as you can see, it's nice, nicely mixed in. The color's really coming out. The clumps are going. And I'm just going to kind of feel it with my fingers. I think at this point it definitely needs just probably 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of water. So I'm going to put in 1/4 because I don't want to put too much water in and then have it not stick in the mold. Okay, so let's go ahead and mix that all together. All right, and then you could add in the essential oil if that's what you're going to use. You could use a lemon or a peppermint. I'm going to put in a peppermint. It's one of my favorite scents. And I have a lot of allergies at the moment, so it's really nice to have that peppermint opening up my sinuses when I'm having a bath. If you are adding essential oils, I would say probably 10 to 20 drops. Although that seems like quite a lot, and you'll smell it, it'll be quite strong. Remember that one bath bomb is going to go into a full bath of water, and so it will disperse and it won't be as strong as it is now. This amount of cornstarch, citric acid, and the baking soda is going to make either 4 medium bath bombs or 2 large ones. And those molds that I have, I just got them from Amazon. You can get packets of 8. They come with two medium, 2 large, 2 small, and then I can't remember if it was an extra one or the other, but anyway, 6 to 8 of those molds. And like I say, I think they cost about $9.99, maybe a little less. They're really helpful. So, our ingredients are mixed. Feeling those, they feel fine. I'm going to go ahead and grab the, I can get this pot. No, okay. I go and grab the medium mold. And what you need to do here is you're going to put it into the mold, but you're not going to, tamp it down too much. Because otherwise it's going to get stuck in the mold. You won't be able to get it out. You're just going to fill up one half and then the other. And as you can see, I'm really putting lots in there. I'm not patting it down too much, but I'm just putting lots and lots in. So as you can see, there's a bunch of the bath bomb ingredients in both. This is where you're just going to push them together, just like that, and hold it. And then what I typically do is just grab a spoon and just kind of knock that mold so that if there is any that's sticking to the sides, it will usually come off at this point. Okay. Oops, let me put that aside. Okay, and then to see if this is ready, just gently take one side of the mold off, and as you can see, it's looking really lovely. It's smooth. It's really it's really being held together nicely. So we're going to see if we can get it out without it breaking. And a good way to do that is to take a piece of tissue paper. If I can grab one. There we go. Or you can also use cling film or saran wrap. Put it over the top and then gently flip it. Take that top off. And again, as you can see, it's all holding together really nicely. That amount of water to the ingredients works really well. You're going to want to have this dry for a little while. Probably overnight is good. It actually dries fairly quickly. If you want it to be smooth in appearance like this, you'll just want to put it aside without doing anything more with it. Maybe put it on a towel so it doesn't break at the bottom. But if you want to give these as gifts, you can also just go ahead and pinch that tissue paper together without touching the bath bomb itself. Just gently pinch the tissue paper at the top, and then you could add ribbon, whatever you want. Just embellish it how you like. And then that also just helps keep the bath bomb in one piece as it dries. Okay, so that's one. And let's see if we can do another one. You don't want to leave this, once you've made all the ingredients, you put in the water, you don't want to leave it too long because it will start to dry out. So if you've got everything in your bowl, just go ahead and make as many bath bombs as you can at that time. So again, we're going to smoosh it together. That's the technical term. Okay, I'm going to grab that spoon again. And then gently take that top off again. Looks great. It's really holding together well. And take your tissue paper, put it on the top, gently turn it over and remove the other part of the mold. And again, it's looking really, really good. So I'm going to leave that one just like that. What I find is even though the tissue paper keeps it nicely together, if you, especially if you're giving it to someone, it will dry and sometimes has the impression of the tissue paper on it. So if you want it smooth, just kind of leave it open. Okay, and then as I said, if you want, you can also use any kind of silicone mold or ice cube tray. So you would just do the same thing. You just go ahead and put it in there. You can put in as much or as little as you want. This time though, because we're going to leave it in that mold, we're going to tamp it down quite well so that it's nicely sticking together. And then you're going to just leave this in here. When it's dry, you'll just be able to easily pop it out. Okay, so just kind of smooth it as much as you can, tamp it down. I don't know if I can show you the inside there, just like that. Okay, and then just pop that aside, let it dry, and that will be good to go. Like I said, probably overnight. All right. And that's it. It's a really simple and fun craft to do. If you have any children in the house, teens love this too. I found I've got an 11-year-old, 15, and 17-year-old. They love bath bombs. So have fun with it. Explore different colors. You can also do. You can also put little embellishments in the bath bomb. You could put edible glitter if you want glitter in your bath. You can also put little candied flowers so that when you take the bath bomb out of the mold, there's a little flower at the top. It always looks really pretty. Great for gifts. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today, learning how to make bath bombs. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week we'll be back. Thursdays at 5 p.m. is when we have adult craft videos. Tuesdays at 3 p.m. are our teen videos. And you can find all those on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. And we hope to see you soon. All right, bye-bye.